So let's do some calculations. We've got the value for currency conversion. Now we need the value for duty. The value for currency conversion, we take that amount times the exchange rate to get the value for duty, to change it to Canadian dollars. Where do we get the exchange rate? Well, I have to give it to you. And I gave it to you here on the Canada Customs invoice. Exchange rate is 1.3. So we take, to get the value for duty, we take the value for currency conversion times the exchange rate of 1.3. So let's take the 18897.5 times 1.3. This gives us 24,566.75. And we put that amount in here, 24,566.75. So this amount here, the value for duty, is the value for currency conversion times the exchange rate, which I will give you, of 1.3. It'll change depending on the shipment. So 1.3 times the value for currency conversion gives us the value for duty. Now, the next one we fill out is customs duty. The customs duties, we take the value for duty times the rate of customs duty that we looked up. So we take 24,566.75 times the rate of customs duty. It's 15.5%, which is 0.155, which gives us $3,807.85, because a 6 rounds that up to a 5. So it's 3807.85. Now, to do that a different way if you want, okay, let's cancel this and put in the 24,566.75 times 15.5%, but you have to hit the percent button, okay, which gives you the exact same answer. Okay, I just go right ahead and change it to 0.155, but you can do it that way if you want to use the percent button, just the same. Okay, all right. Next is SEMA assessment. We are not going to fill out SEMA assessment. It is part of here, as you can see. Well, we're not filling it out. Let me explain myself. First of all, SEMA assessment has to deal with this field here, 32, SEMA code. SEMA stands for Special Import Measures Act. We won't be doing that for 3 semesters. So what we're going to do is we are going to put in 0.00. That's your answer. That's the answer on the midterm. That would be the answer on the final exam. Answer anytime. That's going to be the answer to field 39. Field 40 is excise tax, which deals with this field that we don't have to fill out. So there's no excise tax rate, so therefore there's no excise tax. The answer is 0.00. You must put in those 0.00 to get the marks. Do not leave it blank. Okay? All right. So we've done the value for duty, we've done the value for currency conversion, the value for duty, the customs duties, and now the value for tax. And the value for tax, we're going to add up the value for duty, the customs duties, and these two. These two are always 0. We don't have to worry about them. So we are going to take 24,566.75, which is our value for duty, and add the customs duties of 3807.85, and we get 28,374.60, and we put that in the value for tax, 28,374.60. That is the adding up of field 37, 38, 39, and 40. Okay. Now, this is in US dollars. But this field and everything else in this field, this line, fields 37 to 42, is in Canadian dollars because we changed this to Canadian dollars. And then we take the GST. And the GST, field 42, all we do is we take field 41 and multiply it by the rate of GST, which is 5%. So 28,374.60 times 5% equals $1,418.73. $1,418.73. And there, we've done our first line. Now, we go back to our Canada Customs invoice. We have a second line. We have another item. So what we're going to do is now we're going to do that particular item. The outdoor pillows. I'm going to cheat by just copying it. Oops. There we go. So we've got the next one, which is line number 2. The description is outdoor pillows. The weight, we do not fill out what the gross weight is of the entire shipment. We've already done that. We only do that on the first field. So field 23 is going to be blank. 24, 25, 26 are left blank like I told you. Field 27, we need the HS task classification number. 9404 90 10 49. 9404 90 10 49. Make sure that's right. 9404 90 10 49. Yep, that's right. All right. The tariff code we leave blank like I told you. Then we have quantity, which we have to leave blank because we don't know what the unit of measure is. So now we need to go into the customs tariff and look up this HS number to get the unit of measure and the rate of customs duty. So 9404 90 10 040 9404 90 10 49 is in chapter 94 of the customs tariff. So we go there. We go to chapter 94 of the customs tariff and we look up 9404 10 9404 90 10 49. Okay, it just says other, but it's because it's just not a classifiable item, so it's classified with items it's similar to, and this is a pillow. So 9404 90 10 49. So the first thing we get is the unit of measure, because we need the unit of measure to go in here. Now, we look up the unit of measure. These ones are NMB, but underneath our one here, ours is, which is number 49, just has a dash. And like I told you, it just has a dash. So that means you leave this field blank. And because we leave this field blank, we're going to leave this field blank too. We don't need to tell them the quantity. All right. So the next thing we need to know is the duty rate. Well, 9404 10 90 10 49 is most favored nation rate of 14% duty. So what we do on the rate of customs duty, we put in 14%. Okay. Now we forgot field 31. Well, field 31, the companies are still unrelated, so we put the 13 back in there. If they were related, we put 23, but these would be the same. So this one's if this was 23, this one would be 23, but they're both, because these companies are not, the importer and vendor are not related. So we declare that to customs and tell them that these two companies are not related. Okay. So again, we're leaving the quantity unit of measure blank because in the customs tariff, underneath the HS number for this item, it doesn't want a unit of measure. So we just leave both of them blank. ET rate, excise tax rate, leave blank. Rate of GST is 5%. Value for currency conversion is the value of the outdoor pillows in US dollars. And that is $9,987.50. So $9,987.50. The value for duty is the value for currency conversion times the exchange rate. So I told you the exchange rate is 1.3. So we take $9,987.50 times 1.3, and we get $12,983.75. $12,983.75. All right. So now we need to do the customs duties. The customs duties is the value for duty times the duty rate. Well, our value for duty is $12,983.75 times 14%, which equals $1,817.73. Rounded up. 181773. SEMA assessment is always going to be 0. Excise tax is always going to be 0. The value for tax is the value for duty plus the customs duties. So we need $12,983.75 plus 1817.73. We get $14,801.48. And we put that amount in here, the value for tax. The GST is the value for tax times the rate of GST. So we take the $14,801.48 times 5%, which gives us $740.07. Bingo. Now, are we done? Yes, because there's 2 items on the invoice. So we've put both items on the Canada Customs Coding Form V3. Okay, so we've finished our lines, and now we have to go to, we finished our lines on the body, now we have to go to the declaration and trailer. Okay, so field number 43 and 44, as you can see by our handy dandy B3, are ones we don't have to fill out. So we're going to leave these 2 blank. The next one that we need to fill out is the cargo control number. So you think about it, we need to tell customs, hey, this is the shipment this carrier brought in on this date that this B3 is pertaining to. And we know by the cargo control document of the ABC Outdoor Warehouses importation, the cargo control number was this. Okay, so we put it in the cargo control number field. Okay, now don't put any spaces between that. Now you'll notice that there's a dash here. That dash is important. You have to take it into account because field 45 is the cargo control number of the shipment. Field 46 is the carrier code. Remember I told you the first 4 characters of a cargo control number is the carrier code, the code the carrier must begin all its cargo control numbers with. And this particular carrier, their cargo control number is 014-. It's the first 4 characters. It can be a number, it can be a letter, it can be a symbol. In this particular case, it's 014-. Okay. Now, next field, field 47, we need to add up all the customs duty fields to tell customs the total. So what we need to do is we need to add up the first line, which is 3807.85 plus the customs duties on the second line, which is 1817.73, and we put that total in the customs field. Okay, so it's 5625.58. 5625.58. Let's make sure that's correct. Yeah. The SEMA assessment is all the field 39 is filled up, but I told you they're always going to be 0, so the answer is the same. Oh, it's 0.00. You need to put in the 0.00. Okay? Do not leave those fields blank, because this is where we're declaring how much of these amounts are being paid. And if the amount being paid is 0, we have to tell customs it's 0. All right, field number 50, we need to put the GST amounts. And the GST amounts is field 42's. With the GST amounts, they want the total. So the total is 1418.73 plus 740.07. It's 2158.80. Okay, and then in field 51, we total up all 4 of these fields, which is quite simple. So we've got 2158.80 plus 5625.58, which equals 7784.38. Okay, almost done. Now we need to fill out the declaration. Well, you put your name here. Okay, so I'll just put in student name. So you put your own name. You always work for Seneca Customs Brokers. Okay, the importer or the agent. Seneca Customs Broker is the agent. And then the date. Today's date I'm doing this is October the 14th. And then of course we would sign it if we had the ability, we had the ability to sign it. Well, there you go. Congratulations. You have completed your first ever B3, except we're not quite finished. Remember back here in field 9, we need to put in what's called the total value for duty. And what we need to do is we need to add up the total of all the value for duty fields, hence the word total value for duty. So we are going to fill in 24,566.75 plus 12,983.75. Okay, that is these 2 fields, value for duty and value for duty added together, and it's $37,550.50. But in field 9, the total value for duty has to be no decimal places, rounded to the nearest dollar. So this will be $37,551 because the 5 changes that to a 1. So $37,551. Okay, now we're finished. We've done a complete B3. Okay, good. So onwards and upwards. We're going to be doing a lot of these. You're going to be doing a lot of these this semester, next semester, semester after that, and the semester after that, and hopefully for a long time in the business of importations and customs clearance. All right, we'll talk to you in a little bit.